One sec. Need to make sure that I'm looking in pristine condition. Yes, the Carsenovians. Alright boys, live and direct, Bangkok. So today, I'm going to show you boys how to enter a state of social God mode. So we're just going to do like a live, uncut demonstration, and you can follow along with this. You can do it in your own time, but essentially I'm just going to show you how to go from ground zero, like filled and flooded with social anxiety, to be able to get outside, feel socially confident, remove those self-limiting beliefs, start to actually like yourself, start to live for an audience of one, and just to start feeling more in control of your life. Yeah, so we're just gonna do one of these long, uncut demonstrations, and by the end of this, you boys are gonna have everything you need to enter a state of social God mode. Now, understand when I'm speaking to you, I'm not speaking to you as a guru, I'm just speaking to you as someone who gets it. Yeah, I used to have really bad social anxiety. 4 years ago, I was a porn addict, I had erectile dysfunction, I looked like a turnip, I dressed like a moron. A lot of you boys know the story. Now my life's a lot different. I've scaled my coaching business to $42,000 a month, living a fully independent international lifestyle, become the best in the world at what I do, got an amazingly awesome girlfriend. So none of this has happened by luck, it's happened by design, and just being able to feel in control of your social skills, in charge of your social life. It makes such a difference. So step one is just to get out of the house, right? Step one is just to get outside of the house. Like, a mantra that I use on this channel a lot is never be at home, right? For a lot of you boys, you don't have social anxiety, you just lack practice, right? Let that sink in for a moment. You don't have social anxiety, you just lack practice. So the way that we enter social God mode is by becoming more practiced in the social arts. So that means just getting outside. So you can do what I've done. Leave your house and just waddle over to a cafe, right? So I'm sat in this Starbucks in central Bangkok, and all we're gonna do is just take in the scenery, breathe, take deep breaths, just pay attention to the world around you. As a lot of you guys know, I teach the art of cold approach, okay? So I teach 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs, business owners, high-achieving individuals how to speak to women during the day, how to get dates on demand with gob-smackingly gorgeous girls. This is how it starts. This is literally the playbook that I give to my guys. We come outside and we just marinate in this social setting, yeah? So we just come to a cafe, take it in, identify 3 things that you can see. I can see a yellow car. I can see a guy riding a motorbike. I can see a matcha latte. And just by doing this, we're getting ourselves socially acclimatized. Because what you'll notice, especially if you stay at home a lot, is you suffer more in imagination than in reality, right? You're at home, maybe you're working a busy job, leading a hectic lifestyle, you're ruminating in your own egoic self-absorption. So step one is literally just to get out the house, come to a cafe, breathe in the social atmosphere. Yeah, because as soon as you're in, let's just call it the belly of the beast, the anxiety will start to dissipate slightly. All right, so you can literally do this on your own. We're doing it together, step by step. We're just gonna come outside to a nearby cafe. You can order yourself a drink, and then, you know, whilst you're talking to the barista, just ask them, how's your day going? Oh, that's nice. Smile. Leave them better than you found them. Have a drink. Nothing alcoholic. And this is all we're gonna do for the first couple of minutes. We're just gonna marinate in this moment. We're gonna feel grateful to be alive. We're gonna say thank you, God, universe, our parents. Yeah, we feel blessed to actually be alive and actually have this opportunity to go outside and skyrocket our social skills. Yeah? So just be like this. Soak it all up. take it all in. And then what we're gonna do after we've taken those breaths is we're just gonna start walking. All right, we're just gonna start walking in that direction. That direction, yeah? And we're gonna see people coming towards us, and all we're gonna do is just make eye contact with the people. All right, we don't need to say anything, we don't need to compliment anybody, we don't need to ask for directions. We're just gonna make eye contact with people as they walk past us. And all that this is doing is it's training us to be an active player rather than a static spectator. If you've got a shitload of social anxiety at the moment, and you've watched a few of my videos, and maybe the idea of cold approaching, it might just seem a little bit too much for you now. But I do believe anybody can do this. Anybody can do what I'm teaching you here. Come outside, reject your need for guarantee, give yourself permission to suck, give yourself permission to be a beginner, give yourself permission to be scared. Come outside, sit down, have a look at the world around you, and all we're gonna do is just walk down that way, just aiming to make eye contact with some people, right? Anybody can do this. You can do this. You can literally treat this as like a guided meditation. Come out into your city centre, go to a nearby cafe, sit down, identify 3 things that you can see: a motorbike, a car, a matcha latte. And then once you're starting to feel comfortable, we're gonna take a walk down that way. And all we're gonna do is just make eye contact with people. And have a smile on your face as well. Just having a smile on your face, it just puts you in a good mood, right? Like, there's so many things that we've got to be grateful for. Like, I'm in a beautiful city, I can walk, I've got money in the bank, I've got people who love me, I've got a thriving business, I've got amazing clients, I'm getting the best client results in the industry, I'm changing people's lives for a living. But it's not always been the case. Yeah, 4 years ago, I was an absolute low-life loser, right? But step by step, we build ourselves up. So let me just finish this drink and then we'll take a walk. And if you're enjoying this live demonstration, then give the live stream a like. I appreciate you, boys. All right, come on. Let's take a walk. So just imagine right now that we're doing a coaching experience together. This is literally what I do with my guys. Yeah, my beginner guys who are absolutely shit scared. This is all we do to get started. And when we're walking together, we're just gonna walk slowly, okay? So understand, your physiology directly impacts your psychology. So a lot of guys, because they feel very anxious and they're flooded with adrenaline, they'll walk really fast. And because they're walking really fast, it makes the anxiety feel even worse. You'll start to feel those palpitations. We're just gonna walk slow. We're gonna take it in, we're gonna smile, we're enjoying being alive, there's cars beeping, and then as we just walk past people, just making eye contact. That's all we're doing, right? So this is how we enter social God mode. Come outside, walk, smile, make eye contact, and that's it. That's how we're gonna get started with this. Dude, anybody can do this. And you might be thinking, yeah, but Kristian, I wanna get phone numbers, I wanna get laid, I wanna get dates. Yeah, but you're not good enough to do that right now, and that's okay. You're just not good enough to do that, because if you could be doing it, you'd already be doing it, right? So drop your ego and listen to what works. This is how we literally start. If you want to get dates on demand, if you want to master the art of cold approach, it starts by mastering yourself. It starts by overcoming your own bullshit, and it starts by just getting outside, right? So we're just walking right now. We're smiling, taking it all in. There's people walking past us, making the eye contact. That's it. Now, once we've got comfortable doing that, the next element we're gonna add is we're just gonna start saying hello to people. Just gonna start dishing out hellos. Now, what's important here is you just view the rep as the reward. Like, don't worry if people blank you. Don't worry if nobody responds to you. Hello. Just start saying hello. It's literally just dishing out these hellos. Hello. 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 That's a nice ice cream. Hello. Hello. Just keep dishing these out, dude. The rep's the reward. Hello. Hello. Just keep dishing them out. Hello, hello, hello. And dude, every time you do this, you're investing into the identity of the person, hello, who you wish to embody, right? That action taker, that social god, the guy who is fearless, the rock star confidence. When I was 13 years old, I had severe social anxiety to the point where I couldn't even speak to my own family. I used to break out into these sweating fits at school whenever I got put on the spot to answer questions. And I said to myself at 13 years old, I didn't want to be this way for the rest of my life. And I knew that if I didn't get my social anxiety sorted, it was going to own me, it was going to run me, it was going to control me. So at 13 years old, I started practicing close-up magic. So I watched David Blaine on YouTube, saw a couple of videos, and then went outside and tried to approach people to perform magic. But for the first 2 months, right, 2 months, I couldn't approach anybody. The social anxiety was just too fierce. I just couldn't seem to pull the trigger. When I saw somebody and I thought, okay, that's the person, I can go and perform magic to this person, I always found an excuse, I always bottled it, and this really got to me. So for 2 months I would come outside and talk to nobody. And if you've tried cold approaching on your own, that's a familiar feeling. Yeah, you go outside with the intention, you end up walking around for hours, talking to nobody, you get more and more frustrated, more and more deflated, and then you consider giving up. I get that, like I've been through the whole thing. You know, people meet me today and they just think I skipped out the womb being #confident. I've been at this social game for the best part of 15 years. And whenever I work my guys one-to-one, I see a former version of myself in them. Yeah, I see that scared, insecure, lost little boy who just wanted to be wanted, who was terrified of the world. You know, I don't care how much money you've got in the bank, I don't care what car you drive, I don't care the watch that you've got on your wrist. When it comes down to it, I understand we're all scared. I get that. It's okay to be scared. Like, when I come out here and I do these live streams, there's always like twinges of doubt inside of me. You know, my mind just wants to claw me back into that matrix of mediocrity, that carousel of comfort. But we act in spite of fear and remind ourselves that belief follows action, right? Belief follows action. We can't think our way into confident states. We have to act in order to earn that state. Yeah, so people say, oh, I want to be confident. Great. Start doing more courageous acts. Starts like this. Come outside, sit in a cafe, have a little look around, take some breaths, start walking, make eye contact with people, and then just start dishing out those hellos. Because if you can make this a daily discipline, meaning that every time you need to leave the house, you just force yourself to do exactly what we're doing here. Yeah? So you come outside, like you could just do like a 10-minute walk. Yeah, walking down the street for 10 minutes, just start dishing out hellos. And it's like you're talking to yourself. I have this belief that nobody else is actually real. It's kind of like a little mind hack. It's known as solipsism. So it's the belief that only the self is real and everybody else is like an NPC. It's just a nice little mental crutch to get you out of your own way. Like if you imagine that you are the only real person on this earth and everyone else is like an NPC who's just side questing,